Well, I would like to say that I have been at St. Paul's twice. Initially, when I moved to Greenville from Windsor, North Carolina, Bertie County, in 1984, we attended infrequently. But this was our home church. We always intended for this to be our church. There's so many memories, quite frankly. I can talk about the high feast days, but beyond that, more poignantly, my wife and I were married by Lawrence Patrick Houston here in Greenville. My younger daughter, Lucinda Jane, was also married by Bob Hudak right here in the church. And my mother has a chair in her honor in the nave of the church here. And unfortunately, we lost our oldest daughter, Rachel. And Bob Hudak was so consoling when that time came. So I've had many really positive relationships with the church over the years. Beyond the fact that it's a place that I practice my faith, my traditional faith, with some level of familiarity and comfort, when I come to St. Paul's, I tend to run into people that I know. And I've known these people for probably 3 decades or longer. Many of whom I've worked with at the Brody School of Medicine at ECU and, of course, at Vidant. And it's a sense of family. So for me, that's a really positive attraction. As a child, you were given a few cents to drop noisily into the collection plate, and at that time, you really weren't sure exactly what it was for. But we learned that it was alms for the poor, alms for the poor. Now, it goes well beyond that. It's to support the church in every way that you could ever imagine. The ministry locally and abroad, and across the state and across the nation. It turns the air conditioning on in the summertime, and clearly we need the air conditioning in the summertime in Greenville, and you get a little heat in the winter. Somebody's got to pay for it. So I feel there are very pragmatic reasons to give generously to St. Paul's. In this time that we're dealing with COVID, I'd like to propose that all of us commit to wearing a mask.